Ecuador's presidential runoff, a nation at a crossroads. Ecuador stands on the precipice of a pivotal moment, poised to decide its future in a nail-biting presidential runoff. The contest pits incumbent President Daniel Noboa, a 37-year-old inheritor of a banana fortune, against leftist challenger Luisa González, 47. Their first encounter in February's election saw Noboa narrowly edge out González by a mere 16,746 votes, a razor-thin margin of 0.17% from a total electorate exceeding 13.7 million. Now, as the nation prepares for a rematch, polls suggest a statistical dead heat, underscoring the profound uncertainty hanging over this crucial election. Noboa's unexpected victory in the snap election, called after former President Guillermo Lasso dissolved Congress to avoid impeachment, catapulted him onto the national stage. His initial months in office were marked by a controversial mano dura, iron fist policy, placing the armed forces at the forefront of the fight against rampant drug trafficking. While this initially resulted in a temporary dip in crime rates, it soon gave way to a surge in violence, accompanied by mounting allegations of human rights abuses. Ecuador, already grappling with the highest homicide rate in Latin America, witnessed its most violent January and February on record, leaving a nation reeling. The consequences of Noboa's policies extend far beyond the alarming rise in violence. A crippling energy crisis has led to scheduled power blackouts lasting up to 14 hours, severely impacting daily life and the economy. GDP contracted by 1.5%, and the poverty rate climbed from 26% to 28% between 2023 and 2024, leaving a significant portion of the population struggling to make ends meet. A YouGov survey commissioned by the Center for Economic and Policy Research, CEPR, revealed a stark reality. 61% of respondents reported no improvement in their economic situation or personal security since Noboa assumed office. This widespread dissatisfaction paints a grim picture of a nation grappling with economic hardship and a sense of growing insecurity. The discontent is further fueled by Noboa's controversial actions on both the domestic and international fronts. His forceful order to storm the Mexican embassy in Quito to arrest former Vice President Jorge Glas, a close associate of ex-President Rafael Correa, ignited an unprecedented diplomatic crisis with Mexico. This high-handed approach further alienated segments of the population and strained international relations. Noboa's attempts to bolster his image through high-profile alliances have also drawn considerable scrutiny. His highly publicized meeting with Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago, culminating in the announcement of a strategic alliance with Eric Prince, founder of the controversial private military firm Blackwater, has raised eyebrows. This association with figures known for their hardline stances has only amplified concerns about the potential for further human rights violations and a militarized approach to governance. Adding fuel to the fire, an investigation by the Brazilian investigative outlet Publica revealed that cocaine was discovered hidden in banana containers shipped to Europe by a company in which Noboa and his brother hold majority shares. This revelation casts a long shadow on his administration, raising serious questions about transparency and potential involvement in illicit activities. Even before the runoff, Noboa's actions raised significant concerns about the fairness and transparency of the electoral process. After the first round, he made unsubstantiated allegations of irregularities, promptly dismissed by international observers from the European Union and the Organization of American States. He further stated that he would only accept defeat in the runoff if there was no indication of fraud, fueling anxieties about his willingness to respect the democratic process. These concerns prompted 14 Democratic members of the U.S. Congress to send a letter to Secretary of State Marco Rubio, urging a clear message to the Ecuadorian government emphasizing the need for a free, fair, and transparent election, and the importance of respecting the outcome, provided international observers deem the process legitimate. The upcoming election is not merely a contest between two candidates, it's a referendum on Ecuador's future direction. Will the nation continue down the path of a hardline, militarized approach with its attendant risks to human rights and democratic norms, or will it embrace a different vision, prioritizing social justice, economic stability, and a more inclusive approach to governance? The answer lies in the hands of the Ecuadorian electorate, whose decision will have far-reaching consequences for the nation's trajectory in the years to come. The world watches with bated breath as Ecuador navigates this critical juncture. The stakes are high, and the choices are clear. The future of Ecuador hangs in the balance.